just honestly wish that the mother could just say, you know what? That is your perspective of it, because it is of what happened. That is how you perceived it. And I'm sorry. And I want to let you know that I am apologetic for walking out on you at the age of 16, because this is what Ashley wanted. Ashley wanted to say, I'm sorry for walking out of the door and not being here for you. But the mother was so adamant on not even saying that part. She would not say that part. And when Ashley was telling her to say that part, she refused. She said everything else, but she would not admit to that shit. And then she went down the road of the verbal abuse, okay, of calling her child names, which I don't fuck with at all, y'all. I do not mess with this, you know. It is so wrong and mean to sit there and continue to call your daughter bad. Like, this is the type of shit, like I said, they did back in the day, and we just don't do. We know not to do that now. You understand? You do not sit there and tell your child, oh, you was a bad child, and look over at the producers to make sure they got that footage, or to, like, wheel them in on how you felt about Ashley because she was a bad child and a very, very bad girl. Like, what? Even if you thought that, it's certain things you're just supposed to keep to yourself. You know, you could even say, you know what, you were problematic at times. You know what I'm saying? It's certain ways that you can say shit. But you just don't say, like Ashley said, she said, you know what, you were a bad girl too. You know, trying to be respectful to this bitch because you sitting on here and calling me bad when I had no guidance and support from you on to act on how I was supposed to be acting. And you were supposed to be making sure that I was doing the right things in life and keeping me focused on my books and my studies, and I'm out here getting pregnant at 16. That was not your fault. You know what I'm saying? So Ashley, mother not trying to take no accountability for nothing. And like Ashley said, and I totally agree, she doesn't want any accountability for it because it's going to make her look like a bad person. And yeah, she's going to sit up there and lie to herself about it. You know, and like I said, furthermore than that, honey, she thinks that Ashley needs to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like she keeps saying, you need to move on. You need to move on because, yeah, that's not what happened. And yeah, and that's what she's used to, people, you know, in her background with how she grew up. Just sweeping under the carpet. Things happen, sweeping under the carpet. Don't mention it. Don't say anything. And yeah, just go on with all this hurt, you know. But when you go on with all this hurt, where does that displaced anger go to? Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be displaced anger on the motherfuckers around you. And that's wrong. And she probably needs to try to go to some type of counseling to tell them, hey, my daughter is struggling, okay? I have done some things, like we all have done some things, and I'm not proud about it. And I want to be able to express to my daughter what I was going through back then and to say that I'm sorry about certain things. Do something, but just sitting over in your little home acting like, you know, you ain't do nothing to nobody when this girl is clearly hurting. And that's another thing, y'all, we're going to get off of it, but I just want to say this. How in the hell, you know, one thing there's always, so, because I told my husband, there's always, I was looking at the TV telling him, damn, baby, why is there always so much disconnect between the daughters and the mother? Why is that? Because me and my mother had that, you know what I'm saying? And we're so much better now, and I appreciate the relationship. I really, really, really do. Like, it's so nice. It's just a breath of fresh air. I don't have to hold that on my heart. You don't think you hold it on your heart. But when you and your mother fucked up with each other, that does not feel good, y'all, at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad that we have passed that point. But why did it have to be that way in the beginning? Not that I want to revisit anything, but why was it like that in the beginning? I don't know, but I just asked myself that because it's never like that between the mother and the son. It's never like that between the father and the daughter, but with the mother and the daughters, maybe it's just a female hormone thing. It's a female thing where we just got all these hormones racing and we just, you know, we don't know what to do with them, so we clash. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but it's always that. The other thing I wanted to say about this issue is I could never see my daughter begging, okay, for me to just give her something, you know what I'm saying, back emotionally. And I refuse to do it. Like, where is the love in your heart? Where is the common decency as a human being? Why does it take so much out of you to do that? I don't understand. Like, that bothers me. And that was crazy how her mother sat there and could not give her any part of what she did. This bitch even told her what to say. Say that you walk out on me. Say that and she would not do it. And I don't know why that hurts her so much. You know what I'm saying? Y'all drop down in the comments if you have a mother and you feel like you did not owe your child the common decency or courtesy, or to give her a heartfelt moment with you, the apology that she was waiting on for so long, like, but I don't know, y'all. It's just, that boggles me, you know what I'm saying? Because I never want my daughter's heart to be hurting. And especially coming from me. We try to protect our kids from people out in the street and hurting their feelings. Like, not just harming them physically, but hurting their feelings. You know what I'm saying? I can't even imagine me getting up, sleeping, going back to work, doing all this other stuff, and not handling that. I don't know, y'all. It just makes me think that a person is broken in a way that I just could never get. You know what I'm saying? Any of y'all feeling me about what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all, that's just what it is, and we're going to have to sit with that. And it's just coming from a person that has so much hurt that they just can't even give you nothing because, bitch, I'm broken myself, okay? So I'm not about to give you nothing. You need to, like I said, the Ashley Mother Price said, you need to suck it up, buttercup, okay? Because I done been through way worse shit than what you complaining about, bitch, and you need to get over it. Fast, quick, and in a motherfucking hurry. That's what you need to do. That's how she's thinking. And I don't understand it. Hey everybody, it's your girl Sassy Shantice. I'm coming back with another video. Yes, honey, back with another one, girl. Y'all, get into this third episode of Love and Marriage DC, okay? I was about to say Huntsville, okay? Girl, we on these love and marriage streets, okay, of DC. So yeah, y'all, the episode starts off with, last episode, y'all know I ain't reviewed that. I don't know who was looking for it, but my mother was like, I looked for your review and I didn't see it. I was like, okay, girl. How many other people was looking for it? I don't think y'all be checking for your girl, so I just was like, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been having some problems with my shoulder and my neck. I've been having, so the pain is going from my shoulder to my neck, and so I have to get an MRI done because the cortisone shot that I took that I had done about 3 weeks ago did not work. So I've been in pain, y'all, and yeah, and in my period, y'all know my period, my cramps be hard, so I was just like, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm trying to be more consistent on here. It's good for the bag, and it's good for my subscribers, I don't know if y'all check for me, but I hope y'all do. My mother was like, no, honey, I checked. I was like, okay, girl. So I'm going to try not to miss no more episodes. I cannot promise, life is what it is. But, yeah, your girl, she's here now. So I hope y'all ain't missed me too much, girl. Okay. But, yeah, y'all, let's just get into the episode. The episode starts off with, Arena asking Winter for the receipts. Well, the receipts that she supposedly have. Y'all, Winter reads off to Arena the DMs that she got from Instagram, basically saying how her, Arena, and Jamie, shipped Jason, their disabled son, off, which is crazy. Which it looks like they take very good care of him, by the way. So I was just like, why did you even entertain this? And that's what Arena was saying. Saying that they shipped him off to a school down in Baltimore, and the only reason why he home now is because he aged out, and that's why they moved the mother-in-law and her mother in, because to take care of Jason, because they love to rip and run the streets. Like, what? Okay, if that's the case, like, y'all making it seem like whoever sent this DM is making it seem as if he aged out. Don't you age out of school? Do you know what I'm saying? Y'all making it seem like a foster care system. You understand? Like, and it's probably a school where he had to actually learn in his way, because he does the braille learning with his finger because he cannot see. So I don't think that they offer this type of stuff in regular public schools. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? So that was stupid. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, any child is going to reach their highest grade there, so that's probably what happened. Anyway, the other thing is, they moved her mother in for to take care. Y'all don't know why they moved her mother in. Maybe this lady was having problems in her own life and needed to stay there. I don't know. I'm not putting anything out there. I'm just saying we don't know why she stays there with them. And maybe she stays there just off of the strength of you need help with a disabled child. Maybe she was there for that, and maybe she really did move in on those preachers. But the way these text messages are being portrayed, the way she's portraying the messages is that they are bad parents, and I don't see that at all. And to be honest, I think that none of us have the right to speak on what they should or shouldn't be doing, because if you don't have a disabled child, then you need to close your trial. You understand? I'm trying not to cuss with y'all because my mother be watching it and everything else. And I'm going to respect my mother. But, y'all know what I would have told, whoever is up there accusing these people of something else that they should have did. You know, you don't have a disabled child, so you don't know. We do not know why Arena's mother moved into their marital home, but it seems as though it would be to help out their child. We can't say what's right and wrong in their life. If you don't have a disabled child yourself, maybe she needs that type of help from her mother, you know, or maybe her mother's having some type of issues and needs to live there. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? So people make all types of assumptions, and I do see why, you know, Arena chose to be like, bitch, like, that's nothing to me, especially if I know the truth, you know. And just like Arena said, these rumors have been out there for 2 years now, so she already knew about those rumors and knows that they're false, so it doesn't make sense. And just like she said, to Winter, where are the receipts? Because these are not receipts. That's just it. And she was telling Winter too, you know, and then on top of that, you screenshot it, like, you saw him, was like, ooh, click, and then took a picture, and then on top of that, you saved it. Like, what is the point? You know, what is your motivation for all of this? And her motivation for all of this is bringing it onto this show. So then Winter, y'all, accuses Arena of, yeah, she said she gonna beat her up. You know, you said she was gonna beat me up. She was like, no, I didn't. I never said that. You know, y'all know, I mean, if it was me, I'm pretty sure Arena looks like a smart girl, okay? And if it was me, I know I would be like, Arena, I'm not going to actually say it out my mouth, but bitch, you know what I meant. When I see you, yeah, it's me and you. You know what I'm saying? So Winter took that in the correct way. Arena's not going to say it. You know what I'm saying? And like she said, oh, to cover her ass, that's what people do. They say some slight shit so it doesn't make them look like they were threatening people. So you just know what it is. You understand? And that's the thing. You knew you was wrong for doing it, so that's how you took it, Winter. You took it like that because you were wrong in the situation. So you knew that talking on somebody's children, I mean, to be honest, and they're disabled, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all, somebody come for my kids, I'm coming for theirs. That's just a fuck it. It ain't no way around that. So you can say I'm talking about kids all you want. I don't really care how you feel about that. You know what I'm saying? But if you say something about mine, I'm going to say something about yours. That's just it. But when you talking about somebody's child and they're disabled and they've done nothing to you, Winter's straight up wrong. So y'all, Ashley, okay? I was like, wow. Like, Ashley said that, you know, she's walking up to her mother's home, her childhood home, and she's basically saying how she hasn't been there in 20 years. And I'm like, what? Like, that is crazy. So does that mean you haven't seen your mother in 20 years? Like, what's going on, girl? Like, wow, like, it's just a lot between her and her mother, y'all. We're going to get into it. So she, you know, her mother opens the door and everything, and the first thing I noticed, she called this bitch Kimberly. I'm like, okay. She said, hi, Kimberly. I said, oh, okay. Now, yeah, me and my mother, I just don't play with her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might play with her and my father, you know, and say their real name. Her name is Donna, like mine, but I just would never call her that girl, okay? Just out of respect, because that's my mama. And I'm sure most of y'all would carry it the same way. I play with my father, hey, Quentin. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm daddy, you know, I was just playing. But I don't play with him like that. And I just felt like she was serious and it was no playing. And she calls her mother Kimberly. You know, and I just think that there is no respect in calling her mother because, you know, Ashley feels like she was not a mother. So she makes it into the house. Ashley sits down. And Ashley just looked real uncomfortable, out of place. You know what I'm saying? And Ashley just sitting there and the mother's like, oh, you want something to eat? Like, bitch, I ain't come for all that. You understand? And Ashley just looked like... And then when they got to the table, at the dining room table, and this house, y'all, it just looked like a normal house. You know, like somebody would have in Southeast. Like my grandmother lives in one of these. Well, she lived in one of these houses. She died. She was 99 years old, y'all. And she lived in one of these row houses, you know, so they're very small. The areas are what they are, you know what I'm saying? You got a living room, kitchen, dining area, you got stairs, a basement, everything is there. But, you know, it's small. And so they're there in this space, and, you know, she's off the break talking to her mother, like, came straight at the bitch. It's like, yeah, I have a book that I just, you know, let out and everything. It's doing really good. And, yeah, it's about accountability and, you know, just forgiving people. And, you know, it's about accountability, so I think you should probably read that chapter. I said, okay. And the mother was like, oh, well, I don't need to read any book to show me that I'm accountable, to tell me that I'm accountable. There's no way that I made it 62 years being dumb. And Ashley was like, well, there's a lot of 62-year-olds this dumb. And I'm thinking, exactly, that means nothing because you still got breath in your body. We think of it all the time. I ask God all the time why certain people still living and they're just evil as hell. You know what I'm saying? Rapists, child molesters, murderers, all this type of shit. Why do they still have breath in them? So that's nothing to say. She just looked stupid when she said it, and you could just see the ignorance, you know, when she made that comment. Anyway, y'all, Ashley's mother, I don't know her name, so I'm just going to keep on referring to Ashley's mother. She just breaks out, and I don't know whether they did editing or something. She was like, yeah, whatever's in the past needs to stay there. Girl, hold on. You're not about to shut the conversation down before we even start. Like, I'm just like, and then Ashley just continued on, you know what I'm saying? She was like, but, you know, I just really don't think that you understand that the past can still hurt. And she doesn't. She's not, like, in her mind, y'all, with people this age, and I've come to see, you know, people at this age, they don't really change, you know, with the times. They are who they are. And those type of people, you can't get through to her because the thing about it is she's taking too much herself. She has her demons and skeletons in the closet. Way probably worse than yours, bitch. You never even know. Her mother probably might even been touched or anything, or maybe been abused or tied up, you know, on the bed or something by somebody. Like, you don't know what type of skeletons that this lady has and what she is taking. And this is no excuse for her mother, but her mother probably was like, bitch, yeah, you saying that because as she was saying, you left me when I was in the house at 16. You just went and just got your suitcases and just walked right out the door with her boyfriend, and yeah, made a whole nother life with her boyfriend, and just like good riddance off for her, you know. And the mother's telling you something, yeah, well, and like I said, she think that she did something. She really don't think in her head that she did nothing wrong, because Ashley was like, you didn't even take care of me. You wasn't there. You lived with this man, and you was all about him, and you forgot about me. And the mother's just like, no, honey, she thinking to herself, she ain't do nothing wrong. Like I said, because she's probably taking worse and endured worse, and she probably feel like Ashley needs to suck it up, buttercup, okay? We don't know what these type of people have been through. The mother is study saying, you know, that did not happen. I did not leave you, so you just need to move on. You know, I left, and it was other adults in the house, and you were 16. You were a grown woman. I had to rewind it when I said, did she say 16, a grown woman, or something? Girl. Yes, she did, honey. I'm like, girl, you really making up excuses for yourself because you wrong as dog fuck right now. Like, so fucking wrong. And I was wanting actually to just, because sometimes, y'all, when people can't see their wrong, like I said, she's not going to see the wrong, but maybe break it down to her in a way. Okay, well, Mom, what happened? You took your bags, right? You physically walked out the door, right? I didn't talk to you, right? You weren't there for my prom, right? Like, as you said, okay, you weren't there for me when I went off to the 12th grade. You was not there. You know, I got pregnant. I wasn't supposed to be getting pregnant, but you weren't there to protect me and tell me I wasn't supposed to be doing certain things. Like, you did not mother me. Ashley ain't saying none of that. She only said that in the confessional. You know, and at times we get so caught up in the situation with the person that we don't really say all that we need to say. But I was like, damn, Ashley, but I really don't think nothing could have, you know, helped out with that situation, because the mother was very adamant on letting her know, no, you're wrong, and that is not what happened, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, even though she thinks that, you know, it didn't happen the way, and she has turned this story all around in her head, you know, to make herself feel better, and like Ashley said, her confessional, to make herself feel like she's not the bad person in it. Y'all, so Ashley just, you know, decided her and her friend, what's the friend name? Alicia, that's her friend name. Alicia was telling you, you know, you're just gonna have to go with the flow. You know, if you want a relationship with your mother, then it's just you're gonna have to let it go, and that's just how it needs to be. Like, just let it go, because at the end of the day, like, you're just not gonna get no apology for certain shit, and you're not gonna give out the apology because you feel like you're right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not gonna happen. In this case, to be honest, like, really, I think that she really needs to move on, because if she wants any type of relationship with her mother at all, then you cannot continue to do this, because she just might give you her ass to kiss. This is what I think. I don't know, you know, Ashley's mother, but she might just give you her ass to kiss all the way until you look. If you can't get over that, you know, I don't know what to tell you, and I'm not gonna keep going through this. You know what I'm saying? So every time I see you, I don't want to hear it, and you need to do something else, because we're not doing this. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to get to that way. As you say, you probably just need to let it go, you know, if you want any type of relationship with your mother. And she seems like nurturing, like she's on board, and she was crying about how much she loved you and everything. So just leave it alone if you still want your mother and she's not willing to do it. And maybe sometimes in the future where that softness will come to her and you'll just get it and she'll say it out of nowhere and you'll actually get it. But there's no way to keep on beating a dead horse, you know, there's just no way. So y'all, Clifton and Joy, okay, I kind of like them, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's just a normalcy about them, like an everyday, you know, they're not flashy, they're not, you know, saying any catchy phrases, like, they're just being them, you know what I'm saying? They're very just, like, refreshing to watch. And just new, brand new, you know? And their conversation was nice. And I love this show, by the way, okay? I just want to say I love this show. It's so real. We went from scene to scene to scene, giving the realness, you know what I'm saying? Unlike Potomac, y'all been watching all that mess about Potomac. Y'all robbing in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nobody should lose their job as far as her not giving her real reality of Juan cheating, girl, and you still making up the excuses, y'all. That's what Robin want to do. Robin want to be with him, and that's just the fuck it, and we all need to leave it alone, girl, because this is my man, and I love him, and I'm going to accept him cheating. That's the, you know, that's the tea that I get from Robin. That's how she is, and she's been taking it for a very long time, and I just think Robin want to be with him, and she doesn't care what he do. He can go out and cheat, whatever he do. She just going to keep turning, looking the other shoulder, and that's just it, you know. But I don't think Robin should lose her job. I think that they should require, you know, her story out of her, and that's just it, you know. And I watched Carlos' video. He got a YouTube channel, y'all, and like he said, you know, them producers need to go to her and Juan, sit their ass down, and let them know, look, we need to reel this season. If you cannot do that, let us know. Let us know, because yeah, we're not here. This is a whole nut, like we going back to the old reality. We're not having these cat fights and that he said, that she said, and all this other shit, and the deflection type of shit that Karen keeps saying that Giselle and Robin keep doing. That's why I didn't review that show. I could not stand it. Keep sitting there being catty with these women back and forth, and I'm steady writing back. He said, she said, because she said that she said. Where is the story, girl? Where is the story? And like Carlos King said, yeah, y'all, I would just go ahead and sit them down. If I was a producer, sit them down and say, look, y'all, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gotta either give us your life, your story, or yeah, y'all can go. You know what I'm saying? Deuces, because we need more than this. And now the people, you know, the people want more. How about that? So, yeah, they're going to have to come to the table with more, because we're not here for any more, and they've been playing all up in our face, and we're tired of it. You know what I'm saying? We want to see what's going on in your life, girl, and that's what you get paid for. Don't be trying to put us on no Patreon where you can get paid. You know, we already pay for cable, girl, okay? We already pay for cable, and you're not going to get us down to no fucking Patreon streets telling us we need to see and Juan's shenanigans with him cheating with that little girl, some little blonde girl. We don't want to see that on Patreon. We want to see it on Bravo. How about that, okay? Anyway, y'all, back to, Joy and Clifton. Okay, I digress. Okay, y'all, that's Potomac Housewives, y'all. I still haven't watched the finale, the reunion, and I'm gonna watch this after I throw this up. But yeah, y'all, I'm curious to see. It probably ain't shit. It probably ain't shit, because it wasn't shit all season except for the fact that they was fighting. Mia, and not even fighting when Mia threw the drink on Wendy, where she was dead wrong. I wanted Wendy to whoop her ass, but she ain't gonna do it, y'all. You know she a CNN commentator. But anyway, y'all, y'all ain't come for all that. Clifton and Joy, okay? So they are in some type of like ingredient shop where they have all these type of botanicals and spices and all this stuff, because he is working on his beard oil. He's having a new beard oil that's coming out, and he's still mixing and everything. And he's saying that it's going to be a unisex oil, because, you know, the women has taken to it and they actually like it. And Joy was saying she wears it too. Girl, shut up. You supposed to say that, okay? You ain't telling me shit. You might be. If I find out it smells good because my husband wear beard oil, then I will, you know, buy it for him. But anyway, y'all, yeah, Joy lets her man know, yeah, she's not looking for no wedding. She really don't want to have no wedding. I'm like, okay. Now, first of all, y'all, I never was a girl for a dreamy wedding either. You know, and when I told my mother was like, I never did. Like, I could care less. Like, I like to be in love and with the person I'm with. So that's all that really mattered to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, my mother and my father did pay for me to have a big wedding. And it was really nice, but I was impressed. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, my husband really wanted a big wedding. I just could care less. You know, I really did. Yeah, she was saying though, Joy was saying how basically, for her, you know, she has already met her husband in front of the world on TV. She got engaged in front of the world on TV, and she just wants something, you know, personal between her and her husband, of just having something small between the two of them, you know. However, she did mention, okay, y'all, she did mention, you know, she wasn't trying to get into the preparations, you know, the free food, the free drinks that people won't be getting, girls. So, yeah, I can understand all that, too. But I think the main thing was, you know, she just wanted it to be something for them and not for TV with cameras and all that up. And so much attention towards them and not really absorbing the whole moment with her new husband. You know, and I can totally understand that. But I'm here to tell you, Joy, that ain't gonna happen, okay? Because Carlos, no, honey. On top of that, did you see everything that's going on, like I just mentioned with Rob, and how you're gonna give us the full, okay? Carlos ain't gonna let that go. He's not gonna let that happen. You will not, okay, have no little small wedding set to the side. No, that will be televised, I'm sure. And if it's not, you gotta let him know, look, Carlos, this is something I really want, you know. Something to give this man some indication that it hurts you to your core. I have to give people your life in this way, girl, and that you just can't, you know, and it's really gonna break the foundation of you if you have to do this and you just don't know how you can go forward with the show. Girl, something, I don't know, but I just, soon as she said she don't want to do it, you know, it's just she don't want it for the world and stuff, then I was just thinking of Carlos, like, girl, Carlos just sat there on his YouTube channel and on other platforms saying how, no, you on reality TV and you owe it to the fans. So I just think he think you owe us this. I don't think you owe us this. I could care less if we see your wedding a lot. Like, I don't know, girl, you kind of thick, girl. I don't know, you might really look really nice in your dress. And yeah, up to next to your husband, girl, he kind of big. Y'all probably look real good. So I would like to see it, girl, okay? But I'm not pressed. You know what I'm saying? If that's, you know, your personal life and you don't want to let anybody into that, then I totally understand. But the husband did say, you know, he would like to see her walk down the aisle in her white dress. You can see me walk down my white dress without everybody around, you know what I'm saying? But he was saying something, too, about black love and everything. Girl, I'm not worried about none of this. I don't want nobody there. How about that? I don't want nobody there. I don't feel like spending all my money, you know what I'm saying? And no, she don't want it. And I personally agree with her, you know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't want it either if I already gave up both of those things, meeting you and then getting engaged, too. I would want something for myself. So, y'all, Araina's mother, okay? She is downstairs making breakfast, and that breakfast is so good. That turkey bacon, I was like, ooh, girl, okay, whipping the eggs and everything. Anyway, ooh, my shoulder. Ugh, keep on popping, y'all. Anyway, so she's making the breakfast and everything. You can tell she got on scrubs, so she has some type of healthcare job. So she still works. And Jamie and Araina upstairs, and they just having a conversation. But first, you know, Araina's telling us how, you know, her morning routine has been interrupted, girl, because Jamie wants to start running in the morning with her. And I'm just like, girl, you need to leave her alone. Okay, leave her alone. He's saying something, yeah, because we got to do this, we got to do that. Now that he retired, girl, you're not doing that. We're not going down this road. And if it was my husband, I'd let her say, look, this is my time. Like she said, I want my time. This is my time to myself to think, to listen to music, to come up with new ideas, maybe for something that I got going on. And I just don't want to be entertaining you with anything right now. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore than that, I'm going to see you when I come back in the house. So what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So she was making light of it, but you could tell, like she said in her confessional, this is my time. You know what I'm saying? And she really ain't appreciate it. But, you know, we're going to let y'all go because you pressed to go. Like, that's how husbands are. Just always trying to be around us, girl. Anyway, so she's telling him about the conversation that her and Winter had about the text message, the DMs and everything. Not the text message, the DMs. And he like, well, why he looking really like, well, why you go talk to her? You know, like they straight don't fuck with each other. I said, oh, okay. And so yeah, she's like, but you know how I'm a mother about stuff, and I just, you know, I wanted to talk to her about it was concerning my child and everything. And he was like, yeah, well, if I come across her, then, you know, I'm just going to tell her, you know, how I feel about the whole little situation. We're bringing this stuff up, you know. And as they're talking, the mother yelling, y'all come on down here. like, I'm thinking to myself, first of all, okay, mommy, don't you know we up here recording? Okay? You don't see no cords coming down here. You don't see the camera probably, at the top of the stairs. We trying to do our thing, girl. You was up here yelling at the top of your lungs because you want us to come down. But you know what, honey? Miss Thing said, you know what? Carlos said this is real reality TV, and this is how I'm giving it to the girls. This is what we would normally be doing in the morning. So, yeah, honey, this is how it goes. So they start talking and everything again, and they just, still talking about the whole little situation. And the mother said, hey! And then Raina, she gets it. She said, okay! And then the mother was like, well, all right then. I'm like, you know what? Y'all are doing too much. And you are doing too much for to be talking over top. And they're having a conversation. But like I said, the mother's just like, look, Carlos told us give it the real, and I'm ready for y'all to come down and get this food because it's getting cold, girl. And I did not fix all this food for y'all to be, messing it up by putting it in the microwave, honey. How about that? So y'all need to come on and get what I made, okay? So they downstairs talking. And, Raina was saying how, she been doing everything for the past 25 years, I think, while Jamie has been at work as a police officer. And, it's his time. She been giving him some slack and doing everything around the house, all of the things, honey. And she just expected him to do a little bit more, and help out. He was like, well, I bought a dishwasher, or you know what? First of all, okay, I'm about to give you a designated chore like the kids, and what you can do is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, yours is the dishes, girl, and maybe you want to do vacuuming on Tuesday and Thursday, you know what I'm saying, since you can't get it together, okay, you don't know, or how about you just be a grown damn man, honey, and just help and pick up and do when you see it needs to be done. How about that? Because that's what my husband does. He just do it. Well, when it comes to clean up, he ain't gonna clean up shit, okay? Like I said, he drop his clothes, you can probably pick him up with exactly what he had on, girl, okay? But when it comes to dishes, washing clothes, you know what I'm saying? Picking up groceries, unloading the groceries, he does it all, you know what I'm saying? If he has to do, these type of things. So you just gotta, help out your wife, and then, it'll be a little bit, more smooth when y'all get in the room, okay? That's how you do it, honey. It'll be a little bit more smooth, because not only that, and she'll give you some goodies, girl, the fact that, you help out makes her feel so good about the fact that you loving her in this way. That feels like love is being towards me when you're helping me out around the house. You understand? So that's a whole nother, love talk that I like, and my husband knows that I appreciate. So, James, you're going to have to get on the ball because, yeah, honey. You in 2023, and I think sometimes Jamie still is adopting some of these old ways, y'all. We're gonna get into it about the way that things need to be, and no, honey, okay? No, we not doing all that. Y'all, quick, okay? Quick, you did too much. Like, you did way too much. Because, first of all, y'all, I'm just going to give y'all a little bit. If y'all ain't watched the show, then y'all need to watch the show, because I ain't telling y'all every, thing that happened in each scene. You're going to have to watch the show and then watch my review, okay? It's way more fun that way anyway, because you get to see my perspective and see if it matches up with yours or it don't, and you disagree, stuff like that. So go ahead and watch the show. I'm not going to go down the line of everything, but yeah, I'm going to give it to you, girl. Here we go. So anyway, Quick blew me, y'all, because he had planned, Alicia on top of that, planned actually a surprise, I think it was a birthday party, a surprise birthday party. It was a surprise party. And, Quick, he was all for it at first and trying to find out what Alicia was, what she was doing with it. But the minute, the assistant girl, y'all, because the assistant girl comes and tells him while they're in the party that Alicia, Ashley's best friend / sister, the girl that she brought up, stayed at the home with her when her mother left her when she was 16. These bitches been friends, they were 16, so it's like her sister, she called it. And the assistant is telling you, Quick, that Alicia has been in a car accident, okay? And her car was totaled. She was hit 2 times and her car was totaled. And then all you have to say was, you know what? Oh, is she okay? Okay. Yeah, well, let's just go. Don't tell Ashley. Let's just go and try to still have some fun. Girl, what? Y'all. And when he said that shit, I was like, you know what? Ashley gonna have a problem with that, because I would. Like, that's crazy. Right after he said this, you see Ashley up there with a martini about to be sipping. She was not supposed to be there. She was supposed to be leaving to go find out the whereabouts and how was her friend doing. And then she was actually seriously hurt. You know what I'm saying? But she did not do that. She's sitting up there drinking, talking about a whole bunch of bullshit at the table that doesn't really need to be tended to right now. It could be off with her friend. But I knew when Quick ain't give a fuck, when he was like, when the girl told him, yeah, Alicia's been in a car accident. And Quick was like, oh God. And then he did nothing to try to figure out what was going on. He did not pull out his phone, y'all, until the other light-skinned guy came and was like, she all right, well, and pulled out his phone. That's when he pulled out his phone. But before that, Quick ain't give a fuck to some oh God, because he probably was thinking, God damn it, now she about to leave, and I planned this whole party for her, and it caused this and this and that. And he was being selfish. He was being selfish, and that was wrong as shit. And Quick should have just told his wife as a grown man. And then the assistant, you know how close these girls are. Why didn't you say something? You listen to Quick, girl. Like, and you know, as she says what she needed to say out her mouth too Quick, because you live with them sometimes, because you the assistant. So you know how she would handle the shit, and she would have jumped all over Quick like a cheap coat, like she did in the end, y'all. Let's move forward, because we got to discuss the end. Anyway, she's over there with everybody at the table. The first thing this bitch say is, where is Alicia? She looking for a friend. Raina and Jamie look for, everybody starting to look for Alicia because they know that's her girl. So Ashley's like, well, I've been calling her and calling her. She not answering. And the cook was like, well, I'll try to call her. Just, you know, I'm going to call her. She like, yeah, call her. So they get into their little discussion or whatever. It's just like, this is stupid. I was so pressed and anxious for her to just leave. But anyway, y'all, they started talking about, you know, everything that's been going on Black. So Sherrill's husband, Black, is dead. And he's just basically saying how, they talking about how Joy don't like him, don't fuck with him. And yeah, because he's saying because he used to date her friend. And they went in a band or something, the Mambo Sauce band in D.C. And they was dating, and then they broke up. And then he dated Sherrill. He was dating Joy's friend, and then he stopped dating her. Then it wasn't no clean break like that. It wasn't no clean break like that. And let me tell y'all something. Joy, we saw that the next episode. Joy said no, he was still dating her friend and dating Sherrill at the same time, and then broke up with her friend. So that's not the case. And 9 times out of 10, y'all know niggas dolls and they some shit. So he kept that relationship going while he met Sherrill. That's just how it was. And I believe it, what Joy said, because she don't got no reason to lie. And this is a blueprint of how niggas are. You know what I'm saying? So that went on. Sherrill knew it, because I don't know about all that. I just don't know. Yes, you do, bitch. You know who he was fucking with before. We all do. So how didn't you know? You know, so that's, yeah, whatever. So Black is basically saying he don't know what the problem is and why she's mad. He know. Anyway, Raina started telling Ashley that, you know, Joy was messed up with you, but she's cool. She wants to be your friend. She was cool about the comments that you made. She really wanted you to just say congratulations, because y'all remember Ashley was like, well, you're not a single mother, so why you speaking at an engagement talking like a single mother? And Ashley was like, she's still staying on that, bitch, you're not a single mother, so you have no business talking to single women, okay? Raina made it very clear, and I was glad. She was like, you know, she likes you. She just wished you would have, you know, told her congratulations on her speaking engagement, that's all. So I was glad that Raina wasn't a messy girl. But Raina should be being grown as fuck sometimes, you know, grown as shit. And kudos to you, boo. Jamie was twisted. I just noticed that, like, he was a little fried, okay? Yeah, he was a little white girl wasted. He was something because, girl, you was up there trying to talk regular and you was slurring your words. And, yeah, you sounded kind of, like, ignorant. You really did. Raina was telling, you know, actually that little Jamie was saying how he sometimes don't want to be here no more. Like, he's planning on committing suicide, and that's scary. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jamie is not taking it serious because he's like, well, he been doing that since he was 16. He been saying that since he was 16, and it's not true. Okay, just like Quick is saying, okay, and then it doesn't happen until it happens. So you can't just be like, okay, it's not true, because it could possibly happen one day. But Jamie all jumping up, oh, he been saying it since he was 16, and he's just trying to get attention. Girl, like, that's just not something I would play with. And to be honest, you know, if y'all been listening to that since he was 16, and this nigga 26, that means 10 years. Y'all should have been got him some help. And y'all need to get him some help quick, fast, and in a motherfucking hurry, because y'all, what if y'all wake up and this nigga, like, dead in his room or something? Like, that's scary. You know, I'm just, because Raina was saying he texts me stuff like that. I couldn't take that, and I just definitely would be on my P's and Q's with that type of stuff, because that's scary, and you can't just like let that type of stuff go, because sooner or later, if he feels like he doesn't want to be here anymore, he needs some type of medication and needs to talk to somebody, you know. And Jamie just doing all this hollering, cause he acting like a bum. Like, there you go with the verbal abuse. Like, y'all, I'm so glad I was raised in this day and age, because words hurt these kids like never before, and it's too much. Like, it's no reason for you to be going in with personal digs on a child. What, like, for what reason? You know, you don't do this to your coworkers. You know what I'm saying? You don't even do this to y'all friends that y'all got around y'all. But to be talking to kids in this type of way, I just would never do my daughter, my son. One time, y'all, my son told me, and I never did, he told me something that I said really hurt his feelings. And I said, damn. Oh, I already, like, I won't ever do that again. So from here on out, I watch exactly what I say to him, because I don't want it to hurt him. You know, now, will I say something and I'm real about something and he don't want to hear it? Yeah, sure, but to take a personal dig on a person, well, you this or you that, I've learned my lesson with that, and I didn't like, you know, when it was done to me, and I'm not doing it to him, you know. So that's just me on that. And I care about my kids' feelings, you know what I'm saying? I just do. But Jamie was raised like this, and he feel like he not bruised from it. Maybe he feel like he not bruised from it to actually do something different about it. So, yeah, I mean, Arena, to me, she need to put her foot down a little bit more and just be like, you need to stop talking to my kids like that. Something like, I mean, because she's very soft-spoken, and that's just how she is. But if it was me, like, I would let his ass know, nigga, you gotta stop talking to my fucking kids like that, for real, or I'm out, because I don't like it, and they don't like it. Like, shit, just the other day, my son be treating my dog a certain type of way, and I told him, nigga, I don't like it. I don't like it. You need to do something else, because it hurts my feelings. So if I can speak up for a dog, I definitely can speak up for my kids, you know what I'm saying? And let them know. And now my son treats him accordingly, like he's in the family, because I didn't like it, you know. And that's how I am. I always speak up for myself, and I'm never going. That's why I always got some shit going on, because I'm always speaking up for myself, and it does cause problems. But I learned from my father that you have to, because you just have to. Anyway, y'all, the assistant comes over, and bitch, you ain't even telling her yet, like, cause Quick got this bitch mouth closed, okay? He's got the assistant mouth closed, and she's not telling Ashley nothing. And she comes over with a tray of shots, and I'm just like, girl, like, what is really going on? So now Quick decides to, you know, hey, I need to talk to you for a minute. So he lets her know what happened. You know, your best friend was in a car accident. It hit her car twice, and the car is totaled and everything. And he like, you okay? And she like, no. Quick does admit that, I didn't tell you initially because I knew you would leave. Oh my God. Like, at least he told the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what we try to get from them as our husbands, bitch. All you had to do is tell me the truth. But in this case, like, you should have just let me leave. You know, that's just it. Let me leave and stop trying to control the narrative of the situation. And she's asking him, you know, well, where is she? And Quick, like, well, she, you know, she's good. And that's all he keeps saying. So I guess, you know, she immediately felt like, shit, I need to get on the phone. She's talking on the phone. She can't get her. She's in her confession saying, you know, she don't know whether she in the hospital, is she at her house, is she injured? Like, what's going on? Quick is steady telling her, you know, she's okay. She's okay. She's not okay. Just like I said, she's not okay if her car is totaled. There's no way she's okay. Y'all, Quick has the nerve to say, you know what, can we just try to enjoy the night? Girl, that's when Ashley just stepped on. She probably like, you know, but this nigga don't give two fucks. She really saw it then, you know, and she probably thought this nigga don't give two fucks, and I need to go. She was like, you know what, that's why you don't got no friends, and all your friendships are shitty. I'm like, okay, girl. And he was like, I do got real friends. She was like, no, you don't. And just stepped off. Like, what do you think this is? Like, are you this person to keep this girl at this party when she don't even know if her friend is laying somewhere damn near dead? And who is this source that you talking to that told you she's okay? They didn't say anything else. That's all you can say. She okay. Well, where is she? Is she in a hospital? Is she at her house? Like, which one is it? You have no answers, but you want her to stay at this party. Quick, y'all, he dropped the ball in as the husband, and I'm curious to see how, you know, the dynamic of the relationship. I want to see more issues, but I just did not understand it, y'all. I was irritated the rest of the episode with her not knowing about her friend. I just was, y'all. Yeah, y'all, so that is the end of this episode, okay? So I will see you ladies and gents later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit subscribe, y'all. Hit like, okay? You will not be disappointed. We have a lot of fun over here, okay? And yeah, I will see you ladies and gents later. Bye.